Wonder what's on tap for our transportation systems in the future? What range of solutions can we look forward to in order to ensure mobility? Well, let's take a look at what planners have in mind.
Each year, Metro Atlanta attracts thousands of new residents. In fact, last year, more than 111,000 people joined the 10-county Atlanta region. That's the good news. The bad news is that they also brought their cars with them. The Atlanta area's transportation challenges are complex. As the fastest-growing metropolitan area in the country since 2000, maintaining our mobility is not an easy or inexpensive task. There isn't a single silver bullet solution that'll provide all the answers. Expanding regional mobility will require a combination of innovative approaches, from expanded transit and road options to increased funding sources and better land planning. The cornerstone of transportation solutions rests with the region's long-range transportation plan. The current plan, Mobility 2030, includes more than $50 billion in projects and is currently being updated with extensive input from citizen stakeholders and planning partners around the region. The new transportation blueprint must address our transportation priorities and improve the region's air quality while staying financially balanced. It's a tall order.
It's important to offer people choices and to offer alternatives because, first of all, not everybody, as surprising as it might be, not everybody wants to drive. There are a lot of people who have moved here from other parts of the country that have a much more extensive transit system, and they're used to transit. In a heavily developed metropolitan area like this, you simply can't build enough roads to provide all the mobility we need, so we've got to offer people other choices.
The blueprint must also address the specific day-to-day transportation challenges, like bridge repairs and roadway upgrades, as well as more global issues of prioritizing future projects based on how well they attack traffic congestion, improve traffic patterns, and expand transportation options. Balancing both day-to-day concerns and long-range planning, the transportation blueprint must set aside more than half of its funding solely for operation and maintenance of the region's existing transportation system. This leaves roughly $8 billion, or 15%, for roadway expansion, $5 billion, or 10%, for transit expansion, $5 billion, or 10%, for HOV expansion, $3.1 billion, or 6%, for system optimization, and $1.6 billion, or about 3%, for bicycle and pedestrian projects and the Livable Centers Initiative. ARC's Livable Centers Initiative has been able to fund some 80 planning studies for how towns and employment centers in the metro area can become more livable, walkable, and be better connected to transportation options. The region's transportation blueprint is also attuned to improving the region's air quality. Careful crafting of the RTP is required to reduce auto emissions through efficient and diverse transportation options. Balancing priority needs, air quality concerns, and financial resources is a complicated job. Unfortunately, soaring construction costs and limited funding is leaving the Atlanta region billions of dollars short of meeting its mobility challenges. For the first time in the region's history, projects in the new Regional Transportation Plan, called Envision 6, will be delayed or deferred. That's prompted business leaders, transportation planners, and state lawmakers to explore new options for financing solutions, from raising the state fuel tax to giving regions the ability to pass a local option sales tax for transportation improvements. Those funding solutions must come quickly if we are to meet our transportation challenges and ensure economic vitality.
One, we get less money from the federal government than we had anticipated. Two, the build-out of projects is taking much longer, so the effect of inflation increases the cost. And third, simply the cost of construction has skyrocketed, particularly since Katrina.
Beyond the region's transportation blueprint, ARC and its planning partners are studying other ways to meet the region's transportation challenges. Last year, a comprehensive regional growth plan called Envision 6 was approved. Closely linking future land use to transportation improvements, these innovative development guidelines encourage quality growth for a 2030 region of more than 6 million people. The 18 growth policies address housing and neighborhoods, preserving open spaces and supporting the continued rejuvenation of existing towns and centers where adequate infrastructure already exists to accommodate new growth. ARC is also addressing the region's transportation challenges through a number of key studies. 2 corridor studies in the Buford Highway and Terra Boulevard areas seek to find multimodal solutions for these congested thoroughfares. Also, Metro Atlanta is home to one of the 3 largest inland freight distribution centers in the U.S., making it a linchpin for the freight and logistics industries. More than 130 million tons of freight passes through the region on rail, while ARC forecasts that an additional 141,000 trucks will pass through the region by 2030. The impact of those thriving industries is the subject of an 18-month, $1 million study by ARC to examine potential strategies and projects that will improve freight movement and goods through the region.
Well, when you look at the growth of Hartsfield, when you look at the growth of the port in Savannah, we need to be able to accommodate that growth. We are a logistics center. Many of our jobs come from the freight industry. So we need to be able to manage that growth successfully so as to keep our economy going, as well as to improve our quality of life.
The RTP offers a host of new options for wherever you travel in the region, but the blueprint alone can't solve all of our transportation challenges. It'll take innovative approaches like linking transportation and land use planning, and out-of-the-box ideas like the Beltline in Atlanta, managed lanes, and express buses that carry thousands of suburban commuters to jobs throughout the region each day. Improving that daily commute will also require the help of regional citizens. Deciding to occasionally carpool, telework, take transit, or even live closer to work can make a huge difference to our region. Help is available by calling ARC's Commuting Assistance Program at 187-RIDE-FIND. Get involved today. Find out how you can help in finding transportation solutions for our region. Together, we can keep Metro Atlanta moving forward.